Hi, I'm Sarah Danielle, and I'm still kind of sort of trying to figure out this whole YouTube video quality light situation. Today is not the day for figuring that out. However, today is the day for me to talk to you about why I joined a writing group and why I think you should consider joining a writing group too. So, let's chat! Last week, I launched my channel with a video about how the first step to becoming a published novelist is to just show up and do it. And I definitely still stand by everything I said in that video. However, I am aware that I very, very strongly, vaguely, maybe kind of sort of implied that the very first steps that I took was launching a website and a blog and an Instagram and a YouTube channel, which, by the way, is a whole lot of stuff to launch all at the same time. I digress. That isn't exactly the very first thing that I did to start becoming a published novelist. The very, very, very first thing I did after I talked to my husband and made the decision to do it was actually to get online and Google local area writers groups. Because I know that if I want to be a published novelist, I can't do it on my own. I'm going to need a writers group and I'm going to need a community of writers to come around me and teach me how to do this and teach me the craft and teach me the business. A writers group is a community of people that come together to encourage one another, learn from one another, and critique each other's writing. It is, in my imagination, an essential step to becoming a published novelist. This is because I believe, through my experience, that writing is done best when it's done in community. You're going to hear me probably say that a lot because writing in community has become a very big deal to me. I know. The thought of sharing your writing with strangers, let alone like strangers on the internet, is horrifying. I get that. Trust me, I definitely get that. However, you know what else isn't a pleasant thought? All those things that we as writers say to ourselves when we are writing in isolation. Things like, my work isn't good enough, or it's not polished enough, and if I just, edit this one little thing, then when I'm done with all my edits, then I'll find a beta reader. Or even, I'm never going to be good enough and I should quit now and do something that's actually like worthwhile with my life. Please hear me loud and clear when I say this. Nobody lies to you more than you lie to you. Again, no one has lied to you more than you have lied to yourself, and no one has ever let you down more than you have let yourself down. So we cannot write in total isolation because we cannot trust ourselves to tell ourselves accurate things about our stories and our writing. We are our worst critics, and that's why I wanted to be a part of a writing group. And I get it, right? You know, the 10 times best-selling author who's in your club might tear your piece to shreds. They might massacre your prose with their red pen and, tell you that you should really just start all over again. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be a better writer for it, and I'm going to produce something better for it. After I cry myself to sleep, throw myself down at my husband's feet inconsolable, weeping for days. Anybody else? Is that just a Sarah thing? Anyway, I joined a local writers group because I want to be a better writer and I want to be a published author. Other people join writers groups because they want to be a better writer and they want to be a published author. So if I join the writing group for that reason and they join the writing group for that reason, it stands to reason we're now in a group of people with like-minded dreams and passions and aspirations. Our dreams flourish when we get together with other people who are on fire for the same thing that we're on fire for. The people in a writing group are going to want to help you as much as you want to be helped. And vice versa, I hope that you go into a writing group wanting to help those people as much as they want to be helped. Writing groups keep us inspired. They help us work through the hardest days of our writing. They keep us motivated, they fill in plot holes, and they teach us how to be a writer. They teach us the business of how to be a writer. The friends that you make in your writing community are going to be your first audience, your first fans. If I want to achieve something, and I definitely want to achieve something, I have a better chance of achieving that something with other people who want the same thing. So get on Google or your local library's website and start looking for a writers group. If you're in a small community or community that doesn't have a local writers group, consider starting one. I guarantee you there are writers in your community who really wish that there was a writing group in their community that they could be a part of. I know there are horror stories of evil grammar police who destroy your hopes and dreams. I've heard those stories too. But don't be discouraged by those stories, but instead be encouraged by the community that's waiting to welcome you into their fold, that want what you want. They want to help you succeed as much as you want to succeed. So, no matter who you are or where you are in your writing journey, I encourage you to go out there and find a writer's group. And until then, keep writing.